Welcome to the Title Talk Podcast, an interview series featuring key individuals doing innovative things with their business and life. And now, here's your host, Richard Barbara.
We've been talking a lot about talking and listening, right? Now let's talk a little bit about doing, right? And what I mean by doing is every day, right? I'll tell you a little story. So my assistant has been with me 12 years, one of the greatest humans. She puts her daughter, she goes all out to put her daughter at Master Academy. Okay? And the kid gets into Master Academy. These are people, they live in Homestead because that's what she likes. She's like, I like drama. So I'm gonna buy a house. She's like that. She's like my mom. She likes drama. She's like, I'm gonna buy a house as far as possible, so that every day I gotta get up at the worst possible hour. I just gotta go through this whole ordeal. She loves that. She's Cuban. Some Cubans like that kind of drama. They want to say that. They want to be like, I wake up at 4:30. I drive like 8 hours. You know, they love that strife. Okay. So and she's got it. So she's got it. But right now, her little daughter isn't at that age. You know, right past. And so she's like upset that she's got to go to Master Academy because all her friends who are not as smart as her went somewhere else. They went to non-master. Exactly. They went to less desirable schools. Okay. And so what happens is that yesterday she then complains, the little girl complains to the other assistant in my office who's been there 9 years, who took her home the other day, her aunt. And she's saying, no, because Mass isn't on a football team, so I don't get the high school experience. Okay? And so, you know, just this drama thing, bro. And of course, her mom yesterday comes in the office crying, which ruins my day. Because I walk in, it's 8:30 in the morning, Monique's got high drama. Right? So I'm like, listen, bro, what's going on? So I kind of get into it, and I find out that the whole thing is that she doesn't like the school, and she doesn't like this book, you know, and so I told her, she comes to my office after school, when she comes here, I'll bust her little ass, and this is how we get back to the And she shows up with this book, it's Jane Eyre, it's a thick book, it's Jane Eyre. Right, Jane Eyre. What book did you think I was talking about?
No, Jane Eyre.
Right. No, Jane Eyre. Talking about that DJ Eyre stuff. No. So Jane Eyre. Hey, my office with you. Okay. So long story short. So point is, she comes in there and she starts telling me, and here's the BNI connection. She starts telling me. She's like, I don't want to read the book. She's like, I don't want to read this book. And I said, you don't? And I pick it up. And I'm like, no kidding. And I'm looking at it. She's like, it's an autobiography. I hate autobiographies. I'm like, first of all, it's not an autobiography. I'm like, do you know what an autobiography is? She says, yeah, it's, it's like when you're writing about yourself. I'm like, right. Well, the author's Charlotte Bronte, whatever, right? Not Jane Eyre. Okay? So I was like, so it's not an autobiography. But then I'm like, but more importantly, what did you say? She goes, I don't want to read the book. I don't like this book. And I go, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? And she goes, well, I just don't like it. And I go, I got it, but what does that mean? What is the significance of that statement? Does it matter? The teacher assigned it. You gotta read it to pass the class. You can't fail the class. Listen, my dad never asked me about homework. But it was very simple. If I had bad grades, I was dead. Okay? So he didn't ask me, hey, have you done your homework? It didn't matter if I had done my homework. I knew what I had to do to avoid death. Right? So I'm saying to this little girl yesterday, I go, let me tell you the problem with life. It's not with Master Academy, it's with life. Where do you want to go? Southwest? What do you think? Do you like the book they assigned there? Let me tell you something. Nobody gets to do what they like to do. Okay, and that's the point of BNI. That's the point. BNI is one of these things you get up at 7 in the morning. Where are my visitors at? Steve's uncle. Listen, nobody likes to get up. He's sleepy. He's sleepy. He's like, I'll never do this again. My nephew put me out there. Okay? So it's like, so nobody wants to get up at 7 in the morning, right? So it doesn't matter if you're the boss or the assistant. But there are things that you have to do to get ahead. So the question is, what is your attitude about it? So if you walk around in the world and you see everything as have to, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, you grow up like that. By the way, those kids, they become adults. You want to know how I know? Because I'm friends with them. I've been hanging out, ask Russ, with the same group of guys since I was 2 years old. I got a buddy of mine that's 2 years old. We're still hanging out. We're going to see him on Saturday. And he's like that. Everything is, and that's why. And you end up like that. So I was trying to explain to this little girl yesterday. And listen, she's going to wipe her ass with it. Of course, because she's 14. So she, But the reality is, right, the front. They do the front. So she's going to tell me. I told her, I go, listen, the problem with life is that it's all half. So it's all about your attitude. So in this world, but with your business and the things that we do, how do you see it? Is it have to get up, I gotta be here at 7 in the morning, I gotta do this and that? Listen, it's all about attitude. Okay, the people that get ahead in this world, they have a good attitude about it. They wake up and they're like, today, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna knock everything I have to do out of the way so I can get to what I wanna do. Okay, so if you're dragging ass all day and you're upset and fuck it's Thursday and this and that, then you're probably unhappy. You need to see somebody like Jamie. Okay? You need to see somebody like Jamie. You want to be one of these people like Harry Tappius. He wakes up in the morning, he's like, I'm Harry Tappius. Right? He's like, fuck. Throws on his little shit. He's like, I'm going to go to Vizcaya. And he's like, all good. Okay? So, right? I do this to watch Ray laugh. All right. Happy networking. And sadly, the person that posted that is a lawyer. Okay? So, and guess what? So I'm convinced now that not even if the world were flooded with urine and only this lawyer's office were above the waterline, I can't refer them a case. I can't refer them a case because I'm scarred with the false shark post. Because you're in the no better business, right? It's not like the guy's a plumber. No. This guy's in the no better business. These are people that you hire because they're supposed to know stuff. Right? So, guys, you gotta be very careful. You gotta be very careful because, again, bad intel, 8 out of 10 times is no problem. 8 out of 10 times is no problem. 2 out of 10 times it's a problem. And that's usually where the opportunity lies. Right? So, I'm telling you, I'm warning you, it takes all of 3 seconds. And by the way, you can use plain language in the search bar. My search was, does tank size limit fish growth? I swear, and listen, I got everything I wanted. I got comments on this. Oh, there's this meme going around about the shark. Let's talk about this. I got why we don't tank great white sharks. I mean, it's amazing. And here's why. Here's the ender. Who's seen the movie? No, the guy with the Time Machine. Who's seen the movie The Time Machine? They remade it like in the 90s, right? Great movie. The guy's wife gets killed, his fiance gets killed, so he builds a time machine to go back in time to undo that. And every time he goes back in time, she dies another way. So finally he goes forward in time to try and figure out the answer, why it keeps happening. But when he pit stops in one future, which is about 30 years like from today, he goes to a museum, and in the museum there's like this glass panel that's very thin, and as he stands in front of the panel, like a hologram of a man comes out. And this scares the guy. He's from like the 30s. So he's like this, and the guy's like, hi, I'm the Museum 4000. What would you like to learn about today? And you see him, he's looking at the glass, and he turns around like this, and there's nothing behind it. And he comes back around, and the hologram's like, sir, over here. And he's like, what are you? And he's like, I am a compendium of all human knowledge. Ask me whatever you want. And I remember that I saw that with my then girlfriend, my wife, and I said, can you imagine how awesome if you could go to the museum and have all human knowledge, like you could just ask it? And she was like, yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Boom. Now you got it in your pocket. Everyone has all human knowledge and nobody knows anything. Can you explain that? Everyone has access to everything. Nobody knows a thing. So listen, just double check. Just double check. And only post what's accurate. All right? Happy posting.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Title Talk Podcast. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe to the show. This way you'll get future notifications of episodes as they become available. And if you feel so inclined, please leave us a review. We sure do appreciate it. Signing off from the Title Talk studio here in Coral Gables, Florida. We'll talk to you next time.